Hi everyone, it's Marina from Mars Art. I wanted to show, I've been wanting to do videos, I've been actually making videos, but I haven't had the chance to upload them because the internet isn't very good and I'm running off of the mobile data, and I'm on a plan that doesn't have unlimited data, so I'm going to try to do a quick video tutorial on how I did my cover for this journal. I had a couple requests on how I did it, so I'm going to go ahead and do something similar, only this one's going to be for Christmas. And I'm sorry if it's really confusing with this on here, because it's not a solid color, but this is what I was going to use. But okay, so what I have for materials are I haven't decided if I'm going to use the burlap or the dot and fade from the Tim Holtz stencil collection, but I'll figure that out in a minute. I got some acrylic paint, which is, my theme is going to be red, white, and black, so I have some black and red paint, which I won't need until later. Some gesso. I'm going to use gloss medium to glue down the image, which you can use any image, you can use any, you could use Mod Podge or whatever you want to use. And I haven't decided yet between, on my other one, I use Gloss Super Heavy Gel from Liquitex. For this one, I'm going to use the natural sand, because I want it to have a sandy texture. So, oh yeah, and I have a stamp. And just my little, I forgot what it's called. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm just going to put this down. I want to put the image down first that I want to use. And I might get a paintbrush. And I like the gloss medium and varnish because I layer it over the top when I'm done, and it stays on pretty well, and it protects the image. So I'm sorry if it's at a weird angle. I kind of rigged my phone so that I could do this. I have a whole bunch of different Christmas themed journals that I'm going to do, so this was one of them. There's not a whole bunch of papers for this for these, but it was in a collection, in part of one of the collections that I have, and it has of course many different Christmas pages, but I saw lots of white and black and red, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do this just specifically for a journal because I haven't seen this for a Christmas theme yet. Just black, red, and white. Okay, so now that that's done, going to just put that over here. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I'm going to use my natural sand and maybe I'll use both of them. I'll just use both of them. So when I put this down, I'm going to make sure that I don't want to cover the whole image with the natural sand. I only want it on parts of it. But I do want the natural sand on lots of other parts. So I'm just going to get some on here and start smearing. And don't worry about trying to get it perfect because it doesn't. I mean, I think that's the awesome part about mixed media is it doesn't need to be perfect. So, and I kind of just circle around the image is what I do. And I might use the clocks. I don't know. I'm not going to use the clocks. I'm just going to stick with burlap. Alright, let me put some on the back side too. And you don't always have to do your back side. I didn't do the other one that I didn't do the back, but it's kind of just there, so I might as well. And I'm going to try something that I haven't done before, and I'm just going to stamp what I put there with my snowflake stamp. And see how that looks. If I don't like it, I'll just go over it. And I put my hand in it too. Nope, I don't like it. So I'm going to wipe this off. And think of something else to do for that corner. Now you can also glue stuff on here, such as embellishments or metal, or speaking of metal, I might as well put some on here. Sorry. I try to be prepared, but I'm not always prepared. Okay, so I picked out a couple of metal embellishments that I want to use. And since I already have this stuff on here, it should work pretty well. And when you're using these texture gels, they work really well as glue. So just when you use the texture gels, make sure that you kind of smooth down your corners. Otherwise, before you let it dry and stuff, because it'll stay like that. And, well, I guess you can fix it too once you're done. But I'm gonna take this one. Sorry, out of camera focus here. Okay, gonna take that one and just put it right here. And I have intentions of painting over this once it's on. So if you don't want to paint over it, or you have a different type of plan, I would put this on later after the stuff is dry and you've painted it and you've gotten it how you want to look. And I'm going to take this one here, just stick it up in this corner. And I'm going to bend it a little first because it's kind of lifting. And these are metal pieces that I got from Lori here on YouTube. She's just, her name is just Lori, just a girl from the Bay. And she sent me so many awesome things a while back. And I use all this stuff every chance I get. So, and I'm probably really unorganized and messy about this, but I don't think there's any neat way to do this type of stuff. Which is totally fine. Okay, so I'm just going to hold this here for a second. And then, so the texture that I used was burlap with the stencil. And I'm going to make sure you rinse all this stuff off when you're done really, really well. Otherwise, it's not going to be any good anymore. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to add to this before I stop and let it all dry. Let's see. I have some buttons. Bottle caps, and I do have charms. I think I'll keep this one pretty simple for right now. Just leave it like this. I haven't really mastered adding multiple things to my stuff yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a few more little effects, and I'm gonna use Dot Fade, and it's by Tim Holtz, one of Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous collection stencil things. Let's see how I want to do this. I think I'm just going to put a piece of Christmas stuff over there in the corner too. And I'm just tearing it off of this whole sheet. And if I'm like out of frame or really awkward, I'm really sorry about that. Oh, and I'm already at 9 minutes. Good job keeping it short, Marina. Okay, so I'm just going to get some more gloss medium and varnish. And this time I'm going to put it directly on my brush just because it's going to be really fast. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, so if you get it on top of the other stuff, don't worry about it. Just more texture. So now I'm going to go over it with the dots again, and this time I'm going to try not to get it on. Get it on myself this time. I'm trying not to get them on myself. Sorry, when I focus, I'm very good at talking on videos anyway. And I just want it on the edges of the image, not the whole thing. Okay, alright, so I'm all done with that. Alright, so I don't think I'm going to be able to make another part of the video right now, so I'll just tell you what I do afterwards. I might make a second part. Okay, so when this dries, I'm going to put a layer or two of gesso over it. And then after that, I'm going to paint it how I want it to look. But this is basically how I get the first part. So I'm probably going to make a second part for you guys just so you can see what I do. And hopefully I don't mess it up because I'm really, I don't know, really airheaded when I do videos. So I kind of just make this stuff up as I go. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope maybe it wasn't too confusing and a little bit useful. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer for you. Thank you so much for watching.